Actually, in that neighborhood at one time, we had like 6 yards. That was a great neighborhood for a little bit, and then that one guy decided to start scamming us, and it was the whole thing. Fire Shadow, I'm doing well. We cut the guy's house. He had some commercial property that we cut, and he had a rental house that we cut, and we ended up not getting paid for any of it, so he was kind of a, yeah. Tractor is the wrong color. Well, it has the most horsepower out of all the tractors in the game, so what do you want me to use?
Actually, it's not.
What?
This is the correct color for a case. It's authentic.
It's the correct color for a case. That's true, Sarge. Good call. It's either this or the New Holland. They both have 692 horsepower. So they have more power than the deer. I mean, you want me to get a blue one than Dune Tractor Mobile, or what? Because I'd rather stick with this red one personally over the blue one, you know? I know they're pretty much the same tractor. Yeah. Yeah, that is authentic case red. Here, I'll even clean it for you. Here, now it's clean case red, okay? How about that? But it is authentic. Sarge has a point.
Which crop, which field?
You pick. I don't care if we put whatever. Carrots or onions, you pick a field and do what you're gonna do, and I'll do the other field the opposite way. How about that?
First one I come to then.
That's against farm law. You can't mix and match. Have you ever been around a real farm? Like, not trying to be that guy, but like, have you? Because farmers run
Green planters?
Yeah. You run what you gotta run, you know? Just saying. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some
current machinery. I can't say too much, but used to be that as far as a planter, the majority of people had John Deere planter.
Yeah.
Better planter.
Performance over aesthetics. There you go. Now, granted, this day and age with all the technology, yeah, if you have a red tractor, you should probably buy a red planter. If you have a green tractor, you should probably buy a green planter with all the technology. But there's ways around that too. You know? Just saying. No, Storms. They run deer and deer. They have a bean planter, corn planter, the deer, and tractors that are all deer. For planting. They're case tractors. They run for like tillage, grain cart, that kind of stuff. Go to the paint store and grab a few rattle cans. Yes. You betcha. You betcha. So what tractor do you put a Kinsey on? That's the real question. There's a lot.
They're decent too.
There's a lot of Kinseys out there. I've seen Kinsey on red. I've seen Kinsey on green. So yeah, definitely with the technology though, I will say it probably would be better to run. You know, same, right? Same tractor brand as your seeder, yeah. But there's ways around it. Or what's their names? Oh god, Brian's farming videos. They run a John Deere seeder on a Fendt, well, Kloss, or not Kloss. Yeah. Kloss, Fendt, it's kind of the same thing. It's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. And then they have a horse. They run a horse cedar as well. All right, Sarge, what are you actually planting? What are you putting in, Sarge?
Carrot.
Carrot. All right. We will go to onion. Onion. Hey, carrot was the first thing you came to, wasn't it?
Yep.
All right. So, if we're going for like RP reasons here, let's say that we took the Pro 700 out of this cab and we put a deer system in. Okay, how about that? Or maybe we're running egg leader if you really want to get, you know. Maybe that's what it is. We're just running an egg leader system. How about that, chat? For our GPS and stuff, you know. Oh, man. Goodness me. Alright, we want GPS. I would like to rotate my lines probably. I think this is going to be an east-west kind of field. In my opinion. That's what we're going to do. That's what I'm thinking. And the other thing we have to remember here, chat. This is a video game. It's not real life. I have to remember that too.
Because the family that I help out, they got a mix of equipment.
Yeah.
Now the planter, it is a case. They pull it with a case tractor.
Sure. Doing tractor mobile will catch you. Yeah.
Advantage is they don't have to have a different monitor. Just plug it into the tractor, and you know there's a couple settings, and
Sure. Yeah, that's what I say. With all the technology today, but you go back not even that many years. Planters were pretty darn simple, you know.
Yeah.
You need to hook up behind a 4-wheeler if you really wanted to. Not actually, but you know what I mean.
had the power to pull it, yeah, or the traction to pull it, I should say, not power.
If professors weren't here, all of our stuff should be just dirt. So yeah, it's all the same color, right?
Otherwise, you know, real life, you buy a planter, you purchase a monitor with it, and you mount that in whatever tractor you got.
Yeah. Yep. Although some of that, it's just like, do you really need, like, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm like old school when it comes to it, but you know, I watch a lot of farmer tube videos, you know, YouTube farming videos. And just, you kind of wonder sometimes, like, do you really need all this technology on a seeder? Like, at the end of the day, it's putting a seed in the ground, right? Some of the stuff they have, it's just like, and you're spending so much money on this seeder. I just don't know that. Like, how many years does it take to recoup all that cost?
Yeah, that's the trade-off, you know.
Yeah.
What's the gain, and how long does
how many years are we
recoup
actually talking
the investment?
Yeah. And then, you know, you're going to be wearing out parts, so you're going to have to replace them.
There's always maintenance.
Yeah. I was watching Sunny Farms the other day. Him and his dad were working on their seeder, and you know, it's normal, like, maintenance-y stuff. You know, your disc openers and your gauge wheels and your
grease things, bearings.
Well, he was replacing all that. They were all junk.
Oh yeah, well, they are wear items too.
Yeah, and the scrapers for the disc openers just trashed. His dad goes, "Yeah, when I was younger, this gauge wheel probably would have had 20 more years on it." I mean, it was junk, though. It was just kind of funny. Like, he just ran it back then. It's nice to run, not like old days. I'm sure.
Some of the precision stuff, you know, to maximize your input.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm not talking about getting the old tripwire out, okay, Bert? Not talking about going back that old school.
Now, you want to talk about precision.
Yeah.
That was as precise as you're ever going to get.
The tripwire. That's true, yeah.
Never ran one. Dad told me about them.
Yeah. I think when we had auction in 96 at the farm, Grandpa retired in 95, had auction in 96. I'm pretty sure they sold some rolls of tripwire. I'd have to ask Dad, but I'm pretty sure there was some laying up in the loft that got sold. Of course, if it wasn't, nailed down or bolted down, it got sold in that auction. Some of the stuff that got sold in that auction just kind of made you scratch your head, honestly. Like the guy that bought the old Gleaner combine. He went to Dad and, well, where's all your used belts? Because every farmer keeps belts, And Dad goes, I don't know, we don't really have any for that. Like we haven't kept any of them. Savings 5% seats. I mean, it does, true. But the guy was very adamant that he wanted belts. So Dad took him in one of the old buildings that's not there anymore. And, I forget which building it was. But Dad took him in the building and just goes, yeah, here's a whole wall of belts. I don't know what they're for. I took every single one of them. Dad's like, I don't know if they were for the combine or for a different combine or for a track. I don't know what they were for. The guy was thrilled and took them all. Like, whatever. Thanks for cleaning up our junk for us. Appreciate it. But he wanted belts. Okay. Whatever, man. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. And then, you watch somebody like, say, the Millennial Farmer who had nothing but sensor issues on his planter last year. And you're like, are all those sensors really a good idea?
Well, if you have a faulty sensor, it can just drive you crazy.
Oh, it did. His videos, he was going insane with some sensors. Like, he lost multiple days just, planter won't plant when the sensors don't work, Hey, by the way, onion is very seed consuming, Sarge.
So is the carrot.
I didn't fill up before I came over here. I'm kind of regretting that now.
I did, and I've already burned up half the seed.
Oh, dang.
I have not gone all the way around yet.
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to fold up here.
Seed consumption indicates yield. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, seed consumption is cranked on this stuff. Oh, my God. So is nitrogen, too. Cranked up. Wow. I'm going to fold up when I get here and go over to... Actually, you have to go to the homestead, Sarge. We can't make that turn down there without driving in the crop.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, we'll have to go to the homestead to fill up. That might get kind of hairy, too, honestly. Make it work, though. That or I go get an auger wagon with some seed in it. Wait, we got the conveyal, right?
So.
We have a conveyal somewhere, Mickey. Conveyal trailers in the one shed. Or it's out parked by the semi-trailers, I believe. If you can't find that, auger wagon works too. Definitely. And yeah, we're both gonna. I mean, no, I'm out of seed right now. So, wait, am I just fertilizing now? You can just fertilize with this? What?
Yep, that's all you're doing is ferting.
I didn't know it would let you do that. That's kind of sus. That's weird. Okay, I had no idea. I had no idea you could do that. So I wonder if there's already existing crop. Could I go into a field with no seed and just fertilize without tearing it up? Or would it like cultivate it out too? No idea. Kind of weird though. A lot of the equipment in this game being used. Nice. I have watched some like overseas farming stuff. Tractor Spotter was one I used to watch a lot on YouTube. I haven't watched. He doesn't really make videos anymore, I don't think. But I like watching a bunch of the American guys farm because I'm American, so I like it. But some of the European stuff's cool to watch too. Is that? Maybe it's not parked out here. That or he already got it.
Now, as far as the European stuff, I've always kind of liked watching them plow because you got the plows that roll over.
Yes. Yeah, there's something magical about a rollover plow, isn't there?
Yeah, considering, well, spent enough time with a conventional one.
Yeah. Yep. I've always thought the rollover plows were really, really cool. And of course, plowing is not really a thing we do here much anymore.
I was about to say that.
Which, I mean, I get it. But at the same time, it's like, and plowing's kind of fun. And there's a billion people that grew up and that was their job, you know? Like, that was Dad's first job, was working for another farmer with a Case 1030 with a plow. Okay. And that was Dad's job after school. He'd get out of school and go plow all winter. Plow, what's a plow, right, Bert? You're not wrong anymore. Not wrong. Get line back up here, sneak through the trees. I do remember a couple guys here. There were a couple guys. I think they were mostly just having fun. But they went out with, you know, some old tractors and some like 5-6 bottom plows, something like that. They were bigger old tractors. And they plowed a whole bunch in over like 2 weeks. They'd plow a little bit here, a little bit there over a couple weeks. Forget their reason for doing it. And then the guys that bought Grandpa's farm, they also own the farm next door. And I think I don't remember what their issue was either, but they went out there with a plow and they buried that thing. Of course, they had way bigger of a tractor than they needed on it because, well, one of those things where you keep the plow, but your tractors keep getting bigger, you know? And they were pulling, I forget how big of a plow that was, but they buried that thing. At first, when we saw him, we're like, oh, he has a flat tire. And then we're just like, no, he just buried the plow. That's all. And it was crazy. I'm gonna frozen ground. Yep.
Last time I plowed, it was for garden.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I've never farmed, but yeah, same thing. I'll be plowing this this year though. Because if nothing else, the bee hopefully will be ready at some point. And you know, we'll be out plowing, messing around. At least that's the hope.
It wasn't a very big one. There are 2 or 3 bottom.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, 100% 3-point hedge.
Yeah, gauge wheel or no?
No gauge wheel.
Ah, yeah.
But you had to mess with the depth.
Awful, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, I don't know what size tractor it was designed to go on.
Yeah.
Smaller than what I put it on. What I put it on was a 3010.
Okay.
Not a big tractor.
No.
The tractor was wider than what the plow was.
Yeah.
So I had to really play with the sway bars to where I could set the furrow with one tire.
Sure. I could see that, yeah.
But yeah, that was one I could have dropped that thing in. That tractor would have drug it.
Yeah. Yeah, with our 995 though, without having a gauge wheel on that plow that we have for it, 3 bottom Massey Harris Ferguson, and that thing is just 1 minute you're plowing, 3 inches deep, the next second you're 10 inches deep, and you're just like, well, I don't know what happened, but it happened. So we would like to get rid of that plow. I don't know, it's not worth like anything hardly, but we would like to get rid of it just for a little shed space, if nothing else, So if anybody's in the St. Louis area looking for a 3 bottom, it's a 316 Massey Harris Ferguson, fully 3-point hitch, kind of wore out, but like still functional. And it is a Massey Harris Ferguson. It has all 3 names on it, which they only did that for a couple years, which is kind of interesting. Let me know. Make you a deal. Just throwing it out there. It's category 1. So yeah. 1 quid. I don't accept.
Oh, that.
What?
I think that was the other thing I had to do. I had to get bushings, so it would actually pin up to the 3-point.
Yeah. See, the 995. I don't know if all tractors or other tractors are like this, but on the 995, your pole arms. Okay. The pole arms you can actually take off the tractor, rotate end for end, and they're Cat 1 on one end and they're Cat 2 on the other end. Meaning basically the pin size is different, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a thing on other tractors or not, but I've always thought that was kind of cool about the 995 that you could. Now the quick hitch we run, of course, is Cat 2. Because all of our stuff is Cat 2 and all of our stuff has been made to work with the quick hitch because not everything works with the quick hitch right out of the box, per se.
Yeah, not everything. But if you can use one, it's
by far the way to go. We love our quick hitch. I would not want to have that tractor without a quick hitch. Let's put it that way. I'm Niles. I would never say something like that about Sarge. Come on. That's rude. God, Niles. But no, the plow, yeah, I always thought that was kind of interesting. So to put that plow on our 995, we have to take the quick hitch off, of course. And then we have the bushings, but if you're going to do it right, you take the arms off, flip them around. And then, well, then that hitch on the plow has like the offset to help you with your offset of the plow, so it's not straight across. So that's kind of fun getting that hooked up. It's the whole thing, chat. Plows on an IH 856. 2-point on a, okay. Interesting, Bert, interesting. That's a few years ago probably, right? Just saying. I am seeding onions, and man, the consumption rate is real. I am. Sarge is seeding carrots over in 25. So we're doing some weird stuff today, chat. I don't know. Okay, my seeder's empty. Might need more seed before I'm done. I don't know.
Most of the time with the garden, though.
Yeah.
We had a tiller.
Sure.
Did just wonderful.
Yeah, for a tractor. A tiller for a tractor.
No, it was a walk behind Troy built.
Okay. We've always had
with the rear tines on it, and I mean, it would do it. Still have it. I mean, it does a wonderful job.
I've always wanted a rototiller for a tractor, but the only tractor that we've really only had, the whole time we were farming was, or not farming, gardening, was the 995. The 995 is a wide tractor on the rear end, right? Even with the wheels sucked in, it's a wide tractor because it does have power adjust rims. And we're like, well, if you're going to do that, you got to get like a big...
Yeah, and you're going to have to go to a regular implement to get one more than likely.
Yeah.
Your local little makeshift
Yeah,
farm store.
Redneck store,
yeah.
I like to call them. Yeah, they're not going to have one.
Oh, but yeah, not to fit, not to fit that size in.
And you're talking like some serious money too. They're expensive.
Yeah.
So we used to garden somewhere between, it depends on the year, but it was usually between, well, the main garden was about an acre or so. And we had we still do, but an Aaron's rear tine tiller. Was it like 18 inches wide, maybe?
Okay.
Maybe 20 inches wide. And
Ours was probably about 20.
We would till that entire garden with that sucker. You talk about a long day. And one of the last times we did that before we got like the disc and the field cultivator and stuff, there were literally 4 of us at the farm. And we would take shifts. The tiller would not stop the whole day. But like, we would take shifts out. Every once in a while you'd look outside and be like, oh, so-and-so's out there. They look like they're about to die. All right, go take the tiller for a while. Just saying. Go back to wheels.
Yeah, but that's what you had to work with, so.
Yeah. Impacting.
I know for us, that we had, and I can't measure it, that. No, when you planted the rows, and you use a yardstick for spacing.
Yeah.
So 36-inch row.
Okay.
With all the plants up, you could still take that tiller down in between the rows.
Yep. Yep. We would still till between like corn, potatoes, all that stuff. We had on our one hoe at the farm, there's a mark. And I couldn't tell you what that spacing is, Sarge. But I know that that's the row spacing we planted everything on back in the day. And Bert, that's the other thing with the tiller for the 995. The tiller would have to be so big to quote unquote fit behind the tractor, but we don't actually have enough horsepower to run the tiller that would be that size, you know? Because we only have about 65 horsepower. So yeah, that was the other issue that we always kind of like, we're like, man, we'd love to have one, but yeah. Fire Shadow, number 11 and barbecue chips. That's what I think.
The reason that I picked up the plow was not so much for prepping the garden.
That was fall tillage.
As versus incorporating the fertilizer really well.
Oh, yeah.
Go down to the local horse barn and, pick up a truckload or two. And
yep. Yeah, definitely want to plow that under then.
Yep, roll that under. That way it's
down there doing its thing, right? Cuts the smell down too that way.
Yeah.
You can bury it. Do you need seed? Oh, that's the conveyor. Never mind. I was like, do you need seed again? I'm done over here. You need help?
I got another round to do.
You gonna run out of seed though?
I cannot answer that.
I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and get switched to carrots. And I'll fill up to the conveyor, or I'll pull it behind the conveyor, at least fill my trailer up. And I'll be on standby. I'll go ahead and get unfolded and just kind of wait, okay? Because if I need to go, I can go. Or something like that. Alright. Gotta love the conveyor. Just have patience, chat. See? One thing with the conveyor is you got to have patience. I know I'm not a doctor, but patience are my thing here. At least with the conveyor. I think that's full. Not full. See? Okay, now we're full up to the planter's not full, but that's fine. You know what? I'll just go take that other pass, Sarge, up here.
Yeah, I might need you to.
Hell, I'm going to, so. Well, I don't know that our lines are the same. Definitely not. Did you shift or did I shift?
Pretty close. I didn't shift.
Must have been me. Okay. Fine. I know, I was moving stuff around. Well. Or wait, is this Southern Edge wasn't on GPS at all, right?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
I do have a partial to run there. You want to take the bigger pass, and then I'll run the partial. Yeah. I might have enough.
That's fine. I just got to give me another 5 minutes to unfold. I don't think I didn't shift for this last field. I shifted before though. Yeah, I was moving my lanes all around over on the hills. Yeah, but over here I didn't. I reset it for over here. I figured Sarge and I would end up in the same field at some point, so I figured it'd be best if I went ahead and reset my GPS. But I will tell y'all, sometime in August, farm shows, you know, are going to be a thing. And the hope is to have a tractor or two, probably just one by then, to take to said farm show with Plow and do some plowing. So that should be kind of fun. Could be good. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Welcome on in. But yeah, that's cool. And I don't know if it's gonna happen tomorrow or Sunday, chat. I know Dad was saying he had some stuff going on tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow, but probably on Sunday. The engine is going back on my Alice Chalmer B. We are at that point now. The engine is going back on the tractor. So we had some issues with the front end. We figured out some of that stuff. Mostly there's like a plate that comes off the front of the engine because there's no frame on this tractor, of course. The engine is your frame. So there's a plate that comes off the front of the engine, and it has this big, it was a big pin. It wasn't even a bolt. It was just a pin, and then your front axle goes on that pin, and that's your pivot point for your front axle. Well, that pin is supposed to be welded to the plate. That weld broke, and actually looking at the weld, it was not much of a weld at all. So the pin was all wore out from turning, and it was the whole thing. So we actually got a what did Dad get? A grade 5 bolt. I think should be strong. Hopefully it's strong enough. And then basically made it into a pin. So he cut off the threads and drilled the hole through it. And then he was gonna take that to work and have his boss stick weld that because he's like, I want a really good weld on there, you know. So that should be done. Man, that used so much seed, Sarge. Just that one fast. But that should be done, and then that's not really mission critical for getting the engine mounted back up. Of course, if we get the engine mounted back up, I would like to probably throw the front end on there just to, you know, not have the engine hanging there. I don't know. Not much. Yeah, there wasn't much weld there at all. So it's Dad's boss. He'll put the weld to it. Yeah. So he'll put the weld to it and take care of it. I could have hit it with the MIG welder, but Dad wanted it with the. Yeah. So it's fine. But like I said, the engine should be either tomorrow or Sunday. So we're getting there. Still got to figure out what I'm doing with my front. I don't think the rims. I've been told that the rims that are on the front of that tractor, or were on the front of that tractor, are actually off of a Volkswagen. And the tires are off of a Volkswagen. They don't look like tractor tires. We'll just say that. And I have another set of rims that has, you know, they have junk tires on them too, but they've got some issues around where the valve stems go through, as in like there's extra holes there, you know. So I don't know that I would necessarily want to try to use those rims either. So, might have to pick up some new front rims. Or maybe contact the guy that I know in a different town that has a bunch of stuff. So yeah. Why though, Bert? Why? I don't want VW rims on the front of my tractor. I want that. Oh man. So that one company that I've been buying stuff from, they have rims, so I just don't want to pay for them. But I might have to get a new set of rims. And then they'll be painted, and that'll be the only thing on the tractor that's like painted, you know? It's nice. I have to go drag them through some gravel or something to kind of mar up the paint, you know? Go put them in the sandblaster or something to, you know, kind of mar them up a little bit so they don't look so new. Make it kind of match the tractor, right? So, yeah. There's an Alice. Is there really, Wyoming? That's pretty cool. There's a guy that's in, like I said, the next couple towns over. He's the guy we bought the plow from. And I bet you I could hit him up, but I bet you he's got a decent set of rims. I just saw the back of a K combine. Did they use the same? Really, Bert? For a B? And a K combine were the same tires? Same rims? Wow. 30 tractors just sitting. Holy cow. Wow. Kind of sad, huh? Same. Wow. Okay. I didn't know that. Where you know, where's the rainbow chat? Or you know. Thought for sure I was gonna smoke that light pole back there with my fire. Thought for sure I was gonna smoke that light pole back there with my fertilizer tender. Thought for sure, chat. Oh, that's right. The cedar doesn't fill up out of here, does it? The fertilizer part, anyway. Does not like to fill up. Am I getting spinner rims for my tractor? Oh, that's I'm gonna tell Dad that tomorrow. I found some rims for the tractor. They're spinners. Dude, that would be sick. I know guys worked on one or two in the day. Bert, you big Alice guy? I didn't know that. Did not know that. And then we get once we get the B back together and running like I want it, then we're gonna start working on the CA. You have to go up by it on the 24th to get me a photo. Awesome, Wyoming. Sounds cool, man. That sounds pretty neat. No, but you had some around. Okay, Bert, I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay, I just realized I wanted to park this down there in that gravel lot behind me. We'll just do a loop-de-doo. There's really nowhere over in the main homestead to park these rigs. Oh. I have to take gravel road, back roads. I got you, Wyoming. Appreciate it, man. Right. Well, that's everything planted at least, right?
Yes, it is.
That's good. Alrighty, we'll do the old loop around and get this stuff parked up. Try not to smoke a fence in the process. Because that sounds like something I would do. Alrighty. Alright, so we do have some stuff to sell. We have corn to sell. Coming up in like June. Beyond that, I don't know. I mean, take care of the cows, but not gonna do that, right? So June it is, right? I think so anyway. Starms, I'm sorry, but not really. Starms is gonna hate me yet. Waiting for him to come in and yell at me. I guess we can check sales too, because that's always fun. Be nice if we could pick up one of the harvesters or two of the harvesters that we need for carrots and onions. If we could pick one of those up on sale would be pretty cool. There's a 9R on sale. John Deere. 58% off. Do we need another big articulated tractor? Chat, what do y'all think? Do we need it? Not mad, just disappointed. Okay. I would say that's worse, but whatever. I'm used to people being disappointed in me. It's fine. Chat, what do y'all think? Yes, no, maybe so. It can be ours for the low price of $295,000. I'll customize out the way we want it. Nobody's saying yes or no. Chat, what do y'all think? Yes, no? What do you think, Sarge? Don't know that we need it, but you know. We need any of the stuff that we have, right? There's a yes. There we go. We're buying it. Okay. $295,000. On. Tractors should always be yes. What if we have too many tractors? We definitely ran into that on our when we first played Elm Creek. Of course, that was when 22 was new, and it's like, I want to try out all the tractors. God, we had so many tractors. Remember that? That poor homestead was so laggy. So bad. So corn. Corn to sell, and our whatever that is ready over there in field 20.
Right.
Bye. All right.
Which one
I don't care. You know, start hauling or start sell. Whatever you want to do. There's not that much to haul, I don't think. I mean, there's a fair bit. But... Corn is probably going to be at the train. Okay. Train in chat. It's a raining. Yeah, if you want to start working on that, Sarge, yeah. That's fine. Oh, and I think we might have... Do we have weeds to spray too? I have some more weeds to mess with. It's corn. There's 1.2 million corn. Holy cow. That's a fair bit of corn. So we do have weeds on 8, 25, 2, 22, 1, and 4. That we will need to spray as well. So we're not going to be fast typing for a while. A lot of work to do. guy on auto drive, Sarge?
Yep.
Boy, he came barreling through here like a bat out of hell. Holy Hannah Montana. This truck is like out of diesel. Thought I could climb this hill. Let's get a running start, huh? Running start. Oh my God. No. Is this not the 1800 horsepower variant of this truck? Carson, hello? Don't. That works, Sarge. Come on. I don't think this is the high horsepower variant of this truck. To be honest. That or there's something like horribly wrong here. It is. And do I not know how to push my W key then, or? Don't answer that. Some of you will say yes. Okay. Weird. Very, very strange. Just to push Sarge.
Bet.
The hill isn't very friendly now. Oh, you know what? Maybe if I repair the truck, I'll have some power. Almost completely out of repair. That's probably not helping.
That, and if you turn your cruise on, it's set at 19.
Oh, to keep my torque down or torque up? Is that what you're saying? Or why? I was pushing the W key out of the bottom of my keyboard. I'll repair the truck. That'll help. Go back to the homestead. Actually, is this on auto drive over here? I've never auto drive over here, right? And I could go work on spraying. I have options, chat. Still need to repair the truck though, because it's gonna get caught on that hill. Although it'll repair itself, I guess, too. What? I'm here for auto drive, chat. Okay, well, Holland. And we're going from the cow farm. Fish cow farm. And what's this called? It's gonna be under the lights. There's a lot of salt points on this map. I didn't realize that. That one, I think. Yeah. So I don't run into a fence. Alright, but he's gonna go repair himself. I've not used I don't think we've hauled over here on auto drive before. So this might be kind of interesting. But hey, we have the technology. We might as well use it, right? Like I said, I can go spray fields. That needs to get done as well. Just make sure you can get through the homestead After that, he'll be fine. Also didn't realize there was so much corn to haul over a mill, so yeah. We'll probably have to sell as we're still hauling, because I don't know how much that building holds over there. To be honest. But that's okay. We will just have to figure it out. How many millions of dollars to repair? That is the real question. Not terrible, I guess, right? 11.5 is probably the truck, so not bad. It could be worse. Alright, we're gonna go do the loop-de-doo for some reason. For what this guy's doing. He's doing something. Not giving you the option to fill. Really, Mickey? That's not good. Oh, we're getting diesel too. Man, this truck just doing all the things on auto drive. Oh, okay, never mind. All right. Interesting. Sam, I don't know. I don't know what his issue he was having there. That is definitely an issue, though. Our buddy Trent has had that issue since day one, so I think he still kind of fights it. It was a control thing for him a little bit, but I think he still fights with it a little bit, so. All right. I've never had that issue, though, and I'm not bragging that I haven't, but I haven't had that issue where it won't fill. You have that issue, Mickey? Okay. Weird. That's the one thing that's one of many things that is very strange with Farm Sim is like, you guys have issues filling, but I've never had an issue filling. You know, it's like the issues that people experience in this game are not necessarily the same issues. You know, it's kind of weird, honestly. Just makes you wonder, like, why. Okay, we're using the case. More width, more speed. Or at least width. I didn't look at the speed, I'll be honest. Just casually yeet that. Grab this. Set it. And forget it. Or something. Apparently we're gonna Ron Popeil it. Fine, don't mind me. Except for that semi's gonna come right around here and try to run into me. Get out of his way. Oh, this isn't one of our fields we need to do. Never mind. Carson, do you not know that? Nope. Might have to get a tractor on this thing with a what's it called? Ollie. Help this thing up the hill, you know. All right, this is not either. All right, down yonder. That's right. These are all corns that they got worked. That's why. No weeds on the worked ground. All right. Rotate. Of course, it doesn't line up, but I'm the only one with this size sprayer, so it doesn't matter. Little shift. Yeah, we're spraying. I guess, Carson, to actually answer your DM there, because I can. I need an actual answer. Is there an unban request? Please tell me there's an unban request. I might have banned somebody earlier, chat, just solely based on their username. Oh, they're, at least I don't see them. I banned somebody solely on their username, so I don't know if I guess I'm the bad person for doing that because their username's horribly inappropriate. I was kind of surprised that's not a blocked one on Twitch, but you know, Twitch also doesn't care about that stuff, so there's that. And that's one of those where people are they're just trying to bait people into saying something inappropriate with that name, you know? That's all it is. That's all it is. Oh, you just saw it with ban, okay. Yeah, no, nothing actually happened, Carson. I just based on their username alone, I banned them. So yeah. Because honestly, if somebody's making their username that, probably not somebody that I really want in my community. Just saying. Kind of like the other day when I told you about the live on patrol cops, what they said. Not knowing what they were saying. Kind of one of those situations. So yeah. Just don't really want that kind of energy here, you know? But anyway. Sean, are you back? Hey, Sean. How's it going? Right, but we are spraying weeds, y'all. Got a couple fields to take care of, including some of our new ones. Yeah. Arson, what's happy about it? Besides the 50% off candy tomorrow, what's... I don't know. But beyond that, I don't really know. Dude, it is so windy outside, by the way, chat. Yeah, okay, Carson.
It's rough here.
We're under a wind
Windy.
advisory for tomorrow already.
We've been under one for the last 2 days, but it was only windy this afternoon, and it's pretty windy out there.
Yep. Did you see any of the videos last night of the Chiefs getting home yesterday?
The police escorts?
Police escort and people on overpasses, and there's a Chiefs player that like just kind of lives in like a regular like residential neighborhood, and all his neighbors got together and like had a welcome party for him. And apparently like a lot of people in the neighborhood didn't even know that like
He played for the
a
Chiefs.
Chiefs player lived in their neighborhood. They had like 250 houses worth of people all gather outside of this dude's house. And they're like, yeah, we really want to like respect his privacy and stuff, but you know, we just had to have a welcome party. Apparently it was planned like win or lose, they were going to have a party for him. Like, okay. So he like rolls up in his like super nice whip. And there's just people everywhere. It made the news up in Kansas City. I saw it on a news station's TikTok. That was kind of cool. Oh yeah, super windy though, man. Holy cow. Alright, so Carson.
So,
If I were to say with the next tractor build, okay? Because we're going to be painting the next tractor, right?
mm-hmm.
And I'm not super thrilled with the footage I've gotten so far out of the first tractor build, right? Yeah. You know, my phone's kind of old and lighting, and it's a whole thing. So if I want to like go like with a real camera, with a microphone, and maybe even like a handle thing underneath, or I could like have a light even, you know?
Okay.
Like, what should I go with? Carson's gonna spend like $5,000 here, chat. Get ready.
How much money do you want to spend?
I don't know. That's the thing. Not a lot.
Well,
Go buy a GoPro. All right.
You do it right, you can just buy a cam link too.
I probably wouldn't use that.
Lame.
But I know. What's wrong with my camera? I'm beautiful. Okay.
Sure.
Wait. The red hat's pretty red though, isn't it? Kind of pops, you know. No, I mean I could go cam link eventually if I really wanted to, yes, and get a dummy battery and go do all that whole thing, yes. But I don't know. I was just like, that would be kind of cool to have, you know, because especially right now with my phone, with this SD card slot doesn't work anymore, and storage fills up like really, really fast, and it's a whole thing. Because like the last couple times I've actually gotten like footage down there, I have to go outside and upload it to Google Drive so I can delete it off my phone. So kind of fun. Kind of fun. Yeah, like $5 is what I want to spend. Okay, that's your budget.
Can I suggest like an old tape recorder?
Like $10 budget. Basically, I want it to look like a video camera you'd find in Rust. Okay. So I should probably go to the Goodwill, right?
Yes.
What year did you guys restore this tractor in? 1742. We restored the tractor before it was built. Just saying. Yo, Mary, what's going on? Welcome in. How are you? How's it going? That would be pretty funny, actually. Get like an old camcorder. Lunch has arrived. Fire Shadow, if you don't like it, don't be mad at me, okay? Or actually, I don't even know what you got. So I know you got Jimmy John's, but I don't know what you ordered. Let us know, Fire Shadow, what you think of it. Be sure to let us know. All right. So yeah. No, I just think that would be kind of cool, and you know, I guess, you know, it's one of those things where I want to document it, not so much for other people, but for like my own memories. Yes, happy over commercialized scam holiday day. I mean Valentine's Day. It's a great day, right? Farmer John. That's me, John. What's going on, man? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome on in. Oh, man. You know, if I, you know, as the single guy, I kind of feel like I have to not like Valentine's Day, right? So I'm just going to live up to that today, you know? Just saying. But half price candy tomorrow. Happy Singles Awareness Day. There you go. That's what it is, really. So, I mean, in the past, when like I had somebody, it was a different day, obviously, but you know, it's whatever. It's just a Tuesday to me. Just a Tuesday here. How about that, chat? Single as a Pringle. There you go. Same. Oh, man. I was going to post a picture of one single Pringle today on Instagram, but I don't have any Pringles. That's how single I am, chat. There you go. Tacos. There you go. I had tacos for dinner last night. They were delish. At like 8 o'clock at night. I think tonight's a buffalo chicken leftover dip. Buffalo chicken dip that's left over from Sunday. That's what I'm having, at least part of my dinner tonight, chat. Can't wait. Ninja, you're not single. Yeah. See, I grew up in a household where mom absolutely hated the idea of Valentine's Day, and if dad came home with flowers or anything, she would get mad at him. She's like, just bring home flowers on a random day. Why do you need a day to tell you to, you know, do that? So. I have no Pringles, no can, nothing. I ain't got nothing. We finished the leftover buffalo chicken dip last night. I was going to eat it for my dinner last night, but I didn't think that that was a good idea at that time of night because acid reflux is a thing for me, so. I was like, I'm not about to eat buffalo chicken dip at like 11:30, so. Tonight, buffalo chicken dip. So.
Mal _ Scott _ just resubscribed for 16 months. Popping in to say hi and night all. Have great day. Night.
Scott, thanks for the resub. Hello and good night all at the same time. Do appreciate it. Hope you had a good day. Good night or whatever. You know what I mean. Thanks for the resub.
There you a couple ideas, John.
Appreciate it. I saw the one Sarge. All that for $100.
Don't know if it's worth a crap, but
thanks for the follow and chat as well. Appreciate you. Welcome in.
or you
How's
can
it
go
going?
crazy with the second one.
BBear0313 cheered Dex 100. Happy Valentine's Day to all the ladies. Men, no one cares about you.
Oh, there you go, Sarge. Yeah, that. Bear, thanks to the bits, and you're not wrong. You want
That second one's cheap.
$1,000? That's cheap, huh?
Cheap.
That's the problem. I don't really want to spend any money on this, but like, it's just an idea I have, you know? Just an idea.
It's cheap in my world.
Well, yeah, you do like professional stuff. I just want to
That's not
document it so in 20 years I can watch YouTube of my dad and I rebuilding a tractor, you know?
With the second one, I didn't want to send you anything that had another zero behind you.
Definitely not spending
you can
that.
easily.
No.
Most of the time, those lenses for those kind of cameras are.
Stupid.
I was going to go buy like a Sony Handycam, okay? How about that? Time to break out the old
Some of them
GoPro Hero
actually
5.
can do okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not movie quality, but
no,
you know.
but pretty decent. They're pretty decent. I don't know. It's just an idea I'm kicking around just kind of before we get to the next tractor. What?
Vintage.
Uh-huh.
JVC VHS camcorder.
Yes.
This is the big brick that you'd have had on your shoulder.
I'll just go get some old reel-to-reel stuff, okay? How about that? Oh, real vintage. You still have your Hero 3? I have a Hero 5, but like GoPro... it tends to just eat footage, and battery life is the thing, and the camera locks up constantly, and I bought a Hero. I have a Hero 2 that technically I didn't buy. I might have like borrowed it from a buddy and never gave it back. And then I have a Hero 5 that I bought. I probably won't ever buy another GoPro, to be honest with y'all. Yes, Carson. Yes. Although I'll tell you what, Chad, I went back and I was watching a video that I made from 2017 of us like working on the 995 and stuff. Man, like I kind of miss making those videos from the farm, you know? But like we don't do anything that's any fun. We just do the same stuff like every week down there, you know? I kind of miss like the days of gardening with like growing a whole bunch of random stuff, and you know, I kind of miss those days. I don't know if I want to bring them back, but I kind of miss it, you know? Just saying. Number 11 barbecue. Oh, you got the gargantuan fire shadow. My man, let's go. GG's, buddy. Okay, I need to go over to 25 and 8 next. 25 and 8 shot. Where I need to go. All right. Head over there in a jiffy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of kicking around some ideas of buying a camera to document the tractor build. Not the current one, but the next one. Because the next one we're going to be painting and everything. So there's a lot more work involved there. A lot of sandblasting and wire wheeling and all that stuff. We'll have to get our sandblast cabinet set up again. And that hasn't been set up since the flood, you know, in 2019. Still in the loft at the shed or at the farm there. So we'll have to get that down and get it set up. What is planted in the fields? That is a loaded question because it is kind of random. We have some cotton. We have hops. We don't have any millet. We have some triticale. We have a field of rye that is being harvested currently. We have onions. We have carrots. We're farming it all today. That's what we're doing. We'll see how much of it we get to today, but we're harvesting. We're harvesting quite a bit of stuff. Or not harvesting, but growing lots of different stuff. Hopefully we'll get to harvest some of it today. But hey, what we don't get done today, we'll be in here on Saturday, so.
Should be harvesting in a year or two. I think.
Do what, Sarge?
We'll be harvesting in a day.
Yeah.
Fry's already up.
Yeah. Thank you. I didn't.
My cow will probably either tomorrow or the next day.
That's true, yeah. For sure.
Got the onion and carrot.
Okay, Mickey's gonna start selling corn because the train silo's full.
Hops.
Cool. Yeah, so we got a little bit of everything. A lot of the
longest.
Oh, okay. So they're not far off. Not far off at all. This will be our first time on 22 harvesting carrots and onions. Onions, you betcha. First time on 22. I believe we did some in 19. At 22, this will be our first time. So, that'll be cool. Boy, look at that. Weeds down here. Cheapers. This is carrots over here, chat. Tell you what, that's one thing that does not grow at my farm. I don't know if there's something wrong with the dirt. We cannot grow carrots to save our life at the farm. Tried numerous times over the years. They just don't grow right at the farm. Don't know why. Kind of weird. I like strawberries, asparagus, potatoes, corn, tomatoes, peppers, all that other stuff. Great. Something about carrots. We just, I don't
That's
know.
weird because potatoes grow and carrots are another root crop.
Right? Sweet potatoes, man. I can grow a friggin' 15-pound sweet potato at the farm. You know, like,
Yeah, because I figure if it was soil, that would affect more root crops than
right?
one.
I don't know if it's
How
something
about
with,
onion?
something with the pH, maybe. Onions. I don't know if we've ever tried onions. Maybe like once a million years ago. I don't know. Yeah, but definitely potatoes and sweet potatoes. I mean, the sweet potatoes, I wish I had pictures of some of them sweet potatoes we've harvested over the years. You know, when you stand it in a 5-gallon bucket and it like sticks out the top. You know, like from
That's
the
a sweet potato.
that's a big sweet tater right there. You know, that's a big sweet tater. Yeah, it's kind of insane. We've actually had to go out there because, you know, sweet potatoes, they come in kind of late in the year. So we've actually had to go out because we were going to get a frost. And that one year we went out there and we cut all the vines off and we dug sweet potatoes and dug sweet potatoes and dug sweet potatoes because we didn't want them to get hit by frost. And we actually took the 995 out into the garden and we filled the bucket of the 995 with sweet potatoes that night just so we could put it inside of our shed and get them out of the frost. It was kind of funny. Sean, let me get this field done, and then I'll take my break. But thank you. We appreciate you keeping me on track, Sean. But yeah, we
That
had
time ain't it?
do it.
It's close to that time, isn't it?
It's actually passed by 5 minutes. Yeah, I didn't realize what time it was. And then I know there was another year where we had sweet potatoes still in the garden, and frost was coming. We actually went down there and we cut all the vines off of the potatoes and then covered up the hill where the potatoes were with the vines. And that kept the frost off the actual like potatoes and they were fine. But yeah, that was kind of a nightmare growing sweet potatoes. And then the vines, golly, you got so much vine material. It's like, what do you do with all that? We used to burn them. It's awful. Absolutely awful.
Unless you got a good way of chopping and cutting them up, yeah.
Yeah, which we didn't. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? That one year, Dad tried. Dad was like, oh, we're going to burn these sweet potato vines. And they were still green. I don't even know what he was thinking. And for some reason, the gas can got brought out. Well, there was a mushroom cloud of fire because he poured gas on there and then it went and found a little hot spot and, you know, that poof, you know, sound and mushroom cloud comes shooting out of there.
Initial oomph.
Michigan Farmer, glad to hear it. Thanks for following. For 11 is good. Awesome, Fire Shadow. Good. Glad to hear it. That's my go-to sandwich at Jimmy John's. I like that one a lot. Yeah, Dad came running out of that. He actually had a burn on his leg. That poof, it got him, you know. So that was the last time we tried to burn them with gasoline. After that, you know, diesel fuel. It's a lot safer. Diesel
Much
fuel
safer.
burns. It doesn't explode. So, yeah. A lot safer with the diesel.
Takes just a little more to get it going, but
Yeah.
not a whole lot. But
My big thing was always just let them lay. Just let them lay. We'll burn them in the spring. There's nothing left of them, you know? But he always wanted to...
and they're dried out a little better, maybe. And
Yep. He always wanted to get them taken care of right away. Gotta get rid of them. Why? Why? Yeah, well, sweet potatoes is one thing I don't miss growing, just because of the vines. Definitely don't miss those. But a lot of that other stuff, I do kind of miss. I miss it. You know, my life goal, chat, I've talked about this a few times. One of the, just an idea I have, you know, would be to take the 5 acres that we have down there and make it a kind of like a you pick thing, you know? Grow a whole bunch of stuff and you know, have people from town come out and like either like a U-pick kind of place or just like whatever, you know? But like basically make it like a vegetable like thing, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like grow a whole bunch of vegetables. Sometimes dads know best. Yeah, break out the gasoline. Sure they do. But I think between like, you know, pumpkins and you could have strawberries, you could have asparagus. You could grow some different gourds. Just even simple stuff like that. Like you could make a profit off of that. You know, you get some good word of mouth advertising going and be off to the races then, you know. Grow some watermelon, cantaloupe, stuff like that. All that stuff's easy to grow. I just think that'd be a ton of fun personally. But realistically, you'd have to live down there to do it right. Pepsi Peep Soda. I feel like they've had that before, Sean. Didn't they have that last year around Easter? Pretty sure they did. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they did. Sounds kind of weird to me, but hey. What do I know? It's kind of the inspirations. There's a place on the way to the farm. I don't even know if he has 5 acres, but he absolutely kills the business. Now he's closer to town, so he, you know, gets more just people driving past, but yeah. Sweet corn. Yeah, sweet corn would be another one I would do. Again, it's easy to grow. So. All right, well, this course is already set up for this field. How convenient is that? Because we sprayed. Or no, that's not the right course. That's set up for lime.
As long as you don't make a mistake like I did one time.
What's that?
Yeah. A lot of times we normally put it into the field. We just run a good amount and just small section. We'd actually just run it through the planter.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd gotten some. I wouldn't say novelty stuff, but kind of some different stuff I wanted to try.
Sure.
Like, I'll put this in my regular garden.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I gave the cutworms a buffet that year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I wasn't even thinking about it, because
Yeah.
we had corn everywhere else, all the way around the garden.
Sure.
What didn't I spray? Garden.
And they went nuts, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, they got a good meal out of it.
Oh, wow.
I felt so intelligent that day.
Hey, we fertilized our the ground where we ended up planting cantaloupe one year with chicken manure, Sarge. Guess what happened to the cantaloupes?
I heard you say the other day it picked up the
they all tasted like chicken manure.
which it
I don't know. I didn't eat any of it, but we gave a couple away to a couple of our friends, and they're like, "These are the worst tasting cantaloupe ever." And we're just like, "What?" And they're like, "They are disgusting." And then we're like,
Don't eat the outside of them. That's what.
We worked them all under. We got the tractor out and worked them up. Anyway, I don't know how it happened, but there were some very unhappy friends of ours that looked forward to our cantaloupes every year, because back in the day, we never sold any of our stuff off the farm. We just give it all away, you know. But yeah. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute, Sarge. It's break time.
Yeah.
All right, chats. It is 3 o'clock. Break time, late break time. But that's okay. I will be back momentarily.